What is up, guys? It is the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to talk to you about Dungeons and Dragons. Today I'm going over the character that I created to be in the campaign that follows the campaign that I was DMing, Paradise Lost. So, this is the story of Ryuma, the samurai Aasimar fighter. The world of Shinto Ryu is home to the three dragon sibling gods: Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun; Tsukuyomi, the god of the moon; and Susanoo, the god of the sea. These three gods created a celestial race of dragonborn to guide humanity towards their next step in evolution and to make them prosper. Throughout the ages, the dragonborn split themselves into three clans, each one devoted to the three gods. Seinaru Hono no Ryu was the clan of the dragons of the sacred flame. Kodakeru Nami no Ryu, the dragons of the crushing wave. And Ainen no Suki no Ryu, the dragons of the eternal moon. With their guidance, humanity did indeed prosper, and they were even gifted with magical abilities. However, this caught the attention of a jealous and powerful entity, God. God then ordered his favorite angel, Lucifer, to summon forth the snake of temptation. This snake was to drive the humans of Shinto Ryu towards sin, and his plan worked. The three sibling gods then ordered their strongest dragonborn warriors to kill the snake of temptation. But the serpent had been feeding off of their sins, and he had grown to a gigantic proportion. No longer was it but a tiny snake. Now it was a massive 8-headed serpent, to become known as the Yamada no Orochi. The battle between the dragonborn and the snake lasted for an entire day, and victory was almost claimed by the Serpent of Sin, for it had devoured the three dragonborn warriors. However, Susanoo, the god of the seas, had to step in and trap the beast in a prison of roaring tidal waves. After the imprisonment of the Orochi, the dragon's gods fashioned their dragonborn into a mighty army as they prepared to invade heaven and take God down. But to their surprise, some of the dragonborn began to morph into feral dragons, and they began attacking their own clansmen. With the aid of the gods, they managed to subdue or kill the feral dragons. But this was an infection. This disease then began to spread. However, the combined powers of Susanoo, Tsukuyomi, and Amaterasu were able to slow down the process. Yet the dragonborn bodies slowly began to rot, until only a ravenous skeletal dragon remained. This disease would become known as dragon rot, and no medicine nor magic could cure it. With the last of their strength, the three dragon gods created a being of immense power. This savior appeared like that of an angel, and he was to sneak into heaven and find the cure, or at least behead the entity responsible for this, God. Ryuma was his name, and he was then given the three sacred swords, each one bestowed with the key of their dragon god. To test his might, Ryuma descended upon the Yamada no Orochi. With the blade of Susanoo, Ryuma controlled the ocean and created a whirlpool strong enough to pin the beast down. Then, with the sword of Tsukuyomi, he struck down with the weight of the moon and beheaded the beast, killing him. Finally, he unsheathed the sword of Amaterasu, and its blade burned with the sacred flame. And with only a single strike, he set ablaze the corpse, reducing it to mere cinders and ash. The dragon gods were confident in this newly born warrior, for surely he would be their salvation. But just as soon as he vanquished the 8-headed serpent, he vanished, never to be seen from again. And that was the story of Ryuma. So basically, I kind of gave you the lore and background as to the world of Shinto Ryu, which is based on the Shinto religion, which they praise Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Susanoo, which are the 3 dragon gods. Now, this world is governed by their own gods, but if you saw the little playlist onto Paradise Lost, it also deals with a world controlled by the Christian God, obviously the God, and Lucifer, and then you got the angels, Gabriel, the 10 Commandments, the 7 sins, and all that. So that's also encased in another world, but these worlds are all in the same galaxy, and each god from this world knows of each other. And the God of Christianity, he's a very jealous God. And so he saw how prosperous the humans of Shinto Ryu were. So of course, he doesn't want to be looked down by other gods as like, oh, the humans on his world are weak or whatever. So that's when he used the Serpent of Sin to basically turn humanity towards chaos and evil. And obviously the 3 dragon sibling gods didn't like this, so they're kind of going at each other, sneakily. They can't fight each other because in this world, this universe that I've created, gods can't kill other gods. So they have to use other beings, weapons, etc. to actually damage each other, and that's why they created Ryuma. However, when Ryuma killed the Yamada no Orochi, there is a police force, or at least another association in this shared universe, that gathers strong warriors and kind of sends them out to other worlds to basically even the scales. And that's what happened in Paradise Lost. That's when we met the Toria, Bao, and Ambrose, who were trying to kind of figure out what was going on the planet of Paradise Lost. And they kind of did their thing there. So again, this is all a shared universes, and we're going to be figuring out what happened to Ryuma this Sunday. So this Sunday, we're continuing on with that storyline, I guess you could say, that D&D campaign. And we're going to see what happens with Ryuma. So the thing is, he was taken from this world, and now he's going to be put in another world, but he doesn't have any memories of who he is. So even though it seemed like he's super strong, super overpowered, can kill this great beast with his 3 swords, he doesn't know he has these powers. So he himself is trying to figure out who he is, and as he levels up, he'll remember more fragments of his memory, and hopefully he can find a cure to dragon rot, because if he doesn't, slowly the Celestials, the Guardians, the Saviors of Shinto Ryu will eventually attack humanity. And if all of humanity dies, that world essentially dies, since there's nothing to give the gods their power. So apologies if this is all kind of a lore dump on you. I do plan on making another video kind of explaining this universe that I've been slowly creating. But if you want a little bit more insights into that, go check out the playlist Paradise Lost, and look forward to more playlists and D&D lore coming on the channel. Again, let me know what you guys think. Does this sound cool? Is this too weird? Too different? Should I go back to 40k? Which, of course, 40k is never gone. Just talking about D&D today. But anyway, that's all I got for today. This has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll catch you guys next time.